This is Valerie Aiello, and you're listening to Idea Diary. How's it going, y'all? Thanks for hanging out. I'm back with another show, episode 26. I've, been going all month long, and so far, so good. I'm able to make the show happen every day. It's pretty easy. And yeah, so let's move on. I was running around all day, running errands and different things, and yeah, I was listening to music all day, so I don't have any great talking points for the day. I just figured I'd come on and push record and see what happens. I definitely, I did my morning pages from the Artist Way, which I'm kind of calling them my morning meeting, and so I've been doing those. I was trying to smash in morning pages with Invisible Counsel, and there were some days when there'd be an Invisible Counsel person talk to me. But mainly, it feels like so the morning pages, you kind of do whatever comes to your mind. And I do kind of go over problems or, just whatever's on my mind and just start writing about it. But it seems to be more of a organizational refresher. That is what, lately, I'm sure it changes over time. July seemed to be a pretty meaningful month to me. Seems like it is July 2020. So I think I've just to refresh y'all. But so in July, I decided I was going to meditate 30 minutes to an hour every day until the end of the year. I was just going to do it. And it wasn't something that I've ever decided to do or had ever done before. Not much of a meditator. And I still do it in my own way. I don't just sit in silence when I meditate. I kind of do something called quantum jumping, which is... Let me look up that guy's name real quick. So quantum jumping, so it's kind of thinking that there's a million versions of yourself, and you can kind of jump into different dimensions and maybe talk to the perfect self or the president version of you or the astronaut version of you or it's pretty much anything in your imagination. You can kind of go there. So when you're quantum jumping, there was this one guy on YouTube that, I found his channel. I think he's still alive. I don't know why his name is not... Okay, Burt Goldman. He's a YouTube channel. And he describes quantum jumping in his own way. So he talks about himself being a senior citizen, and he started all these careers at 80 years old. He just he became an artist that sold paintings at a certain level. He became a public speaker. He wrote all these books. He did all these things really late in life. And I'm not sure what his... I don't know. I guess there's probably some way to figure out more about him and his early life and what he's done. But the quantum jumping thing, he wanted to learn how to be a painter. And the way he became a painter and the way he did it faster than a normal person, or whatever his, I mean, maybe he was a great painter and it was just natural, but he would go to the professional painter version of himself and kind of get advice and then start painting. And he was able to create all these paintings, and people liked them and people bought them, and he would have art shows and things like that. And he did some other things, but he talks about this quantum jumping and just resonated with me in a way where there's a Bjork video, a Bjork music video, and it's called Bachelorette. And it was directed by a very famous guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I gotta look it up. It's a little bother me. It's not coming up with a quick search. Let me just see if it's in the info. Anyway, so the Bachelorette, Michel Gondry, it's not, it's like a French first name, a male first name. I don't know if it's Michel or Michel, or anyways, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. But Michel Gondry is the guy who directed the Bjork video. I think he did a couple. I think he did Human Behavior too. He directed Spotless Mind. Let me just I don't know. Like, nothing's coming to me fast today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make this happen. Okay, so he did a very famous movie that everyone loves. There's not one person who did not love this movie. And Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And he did Bjork videos. There was a book that he did, a graphic novel, with this other woman who I think did the drawings that I had read. Checked it out at the library. So yeah, the Kate Winslet, Jim Carrey movie, Endless Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Anyways, back to the Bjork video, Bachelorette. So go rewatch that video. I often, when I start meditating, I will put that music on and I kind of put myself on a train and see where I end up in my imagination. And I kind of, I don't know, I have like a little adventure and I go to different dimensions and I go visit different Valeries in the different dimensions and kind of get advice or, hang out in different houses and different parties or different locations. And it's kind of weird. But sometimes I'll do my own little just imagination tour in my meditation. Sometimes I will do guided meditations. Anyways, the point is that July 1st, I decided to do 30 minutes to an hour meditations every day for the rest of the year. And I've been doing it. And I also decided to come on and do a 15-minute podcast daily. I didn't know what the podcast would be about. I still don't really know, but I am, the concept of calling the show Idea Diary and just coming on and talking and kind of recording my day and my life, building businesses and being a weirdo. And yeah, I feel like I am getting some sort of structure, at least my brain. I'm not the greatest communicator, which is why I'm here. I'm trying to figure this out how to talk to people and make sense. But the way that I choose to live and the way that I want to make money and the way that I approach things is pretty different. And I don't really have the people that I have that are mentors in a very loose way are all people that are passed away, because I don't really, I've said before, my biggest pet peeve is that saying by Jim Rohn, and so many people repeat it, and I hate it so much. But the Jim Rohn saying of you're the average of the 5 people you hang around, basically saying go find better people to hang around so you can become a better person. And I just hate that, because if you dump friends because they're not successful enough for you, that makes you a bad person. So don't dump your friends. You can add cooler, more successful, more awesome people, more people that resonate with you, but you can still keep all your old friends. And that doesn't mean to keep people in your life that are bad people or that bring you down. Yeah, you can let people go that are bad people and bring you down. But if all you have are bad people in your life that do bad things, you have a bigger problem than becoming successful or not, or being around, finding successful people that want to hang out with you or not. It's just a little crazy. So I've gone on too many tangents here. So July, I started meditating. I decided to do a podcast. It never really was meant to be daily, but as I'm doing it, I'm finding it super incredibly easy to do it every day. Y'all, there's no excuses. If you want to communicate to the world, which I think is going to be the most important skill in the next 10 years, or I don't know, the apocalypse has hit, and I think we all need to do things a little bit differently. And I think showing who you are online to a camera, maybe talking to nobody like I'm doing isn't the right thing, but there is some way where you can bring it. You can bring your personality and let people know you and let people fall in love with you and let, I want to meet like-minded people that are doing similar things that I'm interested in and that I'm doing and I want to do. And, I think you've got to come out of your shell. You got to get on the stage of, the internet, I guess. And it's free. You don't have to pay $1 million to have a show. Everything's changing. Obviously, you don't want to give up your intellectual property and put your show in some place where you lose control and you don't own your show anymore. But the old way of doing things is gone. We gotta do things differently now. And I'm here for it. I'm trying to make something happen, because I'm really great at doing whatever I want. Even when I had a job, I felt like I was doing whatever I wanted. I was so excited to be there and get there 3 hours early, leave 3 hours late, and loved every minute of it. And then 2007 was when I quit and didn't have a boss anymore, and I've been able to exist just doing whatever I want. So it is possible. I don't know if it's possible for everybody, but I feel like it probably is. I had all these skills that I could do freelance and do different things, and I took weird jobs, and I did construction work sometimes, or I would work on a movie, or I would do things, but everything I did was because I wanted to, and it was fun. So anyway, I guess today's show is about meditating, and I feel in a very short amount of time I'm getting some clarity, and I'm very I'm sort of shocked. I'm shook. I'm still processing it, and it's like, I'm going to have, by December, I feel like I'm going to know something. I'm going to have some insight to something good, and I guess I can say it started with the deciding to meditate 30 minutes a day. And you don't have to just sit in emptiness. You can meditate in weird, fun ways, and it can be very relaxing and fun. So, what else did I do? I feel like there was another thing. So I did a podcast every day. Oh, so I've never read The Artist's Way. I still haven't read it. I'm waiting for it to come to me at the library, or else I'm going to just go to the bookstore and buy it. But yeah, so the Artist's Way came, and I watched a bunch of interviews with Julie Cameron. Sorry, I got to look up that name. Man, it's one of those, my synapses are not snapping today. I just not connecting very well. So Julie Cameron. So watching a bunch of her videos, kind of getting the point of what morning pages were and getting into that. So I'm combining my morning pages, which is 3 pages a day, right when you wake up. Just kind of a hypnagogic stage morning. Feels kind of like a meditation. It feels, you go in there and you start writing 3 pages on whatever. And so I'm doing that combined with the show, combined with meditation. I'm finding that it's, for me, the podcast time period is about an hour. It takes me about an hour to film it, edit it up, and upload it. And sometimes not even a full hour. And obviously the meditation's 30 minutes to an hour, whatever I can fit in. Sometimes I'll do short ones, like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, to break it up if have a crazy day. And the morning pages have been taking me, I could do them fast, but it's been like a nice morning ritual. And sometimes I will wake up at like 5 a.m. and just have when sometimes you just wake up and you don't know why you're awake, and if you just lie in bed, you're going to just sit and think for 2 hours. So I'll just get up, do my morning pages, drink a sparkling water, and then go back to sleep. So anyway, clarity's coming for me. If you try any of those and it's new to you, let me know. Let me know how it's going. But I think this is a long time period experiment. So give it a month. Let me know what you think. I'm giving it through December. And then hopefully I'm going to have some insightful stuff going on in my mind. Anyways, show's over. I've gone over 15 minutes. Sorry about that. But thanks for hanging out with me today. And I still don't know how to end the show. So I'm just going to play the music.